Hello everyone, I hope all of you are doing well. The content of the video is very simple, and before I even jump onto the content, it would be really helpful if you can click on the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to be notified for future amazing videos. Let's start. I'm pretty sure a lot of you would have seen advertisements like this. When you study data science and machine learning from different sources, when you have competed in a lot of Kaggle competitions, when you are ready to apply for jobs, these are the job descriptions that you would have seen. And once you start working on data science and machine learning, this is the usual practice that you would have followed as well. Now, why is there a disparity between what the expectations are, what you learn, and what you implement is what I try to cover in this small video on data science expectations. So stay tuned for the entire video. I totally understand it's a very difficult field to enter. Firstly, you'll have to go through multiple online courses. You will have to be proficient with Python or R, depending on which language you are comfortable with. You'll have to learn statistical concepts. You'll have to be good with inferential stats, descriptive stats, linear algebra. Then you'll have to move on to machine learning algorithms. Some companies also expect you to know a bit of big data. Some companies also want you to know a bit of, say, cloud technologies like GCP. Companies now are expecting you to deploy models end to end. So the expectations of a data scientist keep rising every day. I still remember a lot of companies also expect you to drive product as well. So they essentially expect you to be like a product manager as well. So essentially a data scientist wears multiple hats in different scenarios. So given this field is so lucrative from the outside, why do people spend most of the time in data cleaning? Well, the answer is very simple. It depends on the companies that you work for. It also depends on what the companies are expecting of data science and machine learning. A lot of beginners reach out to me stating a sense of disappointment that they're not happy with their current role in data science and machine learning. Well, before I even address this, let me state a fact that one of my ex bosses has mentioned that the best machine learning solution that you can give to an organization is by not using machine learning at all. So, this goes in line that if you can create a solution without using a complex model, then essentially I would take that solution over something which is complex, which is fairly hard to explain as well. Now, given a lot of companies are imbibing the data science and machine learning route, and if you happen to say after say clearing all the rounds in those say grilling machine learning interviews, you finally manage to secure a job in a good organization as a data scientist in machine learning, what are my recommendations in terms of how you can prosper in this amazing field of data science and machine learning? First things first, if you are a college graduate and if you've just entered as a data scientist, then it's high time that you realize that you're just starting in the field. Online courses, Kaggle competitions are great, but people who are there in the team, people who are senior to you, would have seen a lot of different challenges in data pre-processing, data cleaning. So try to learn as much as you can from your seniors in the team. You are a junior in the team and you've been given the amazing opportunity of learning data science and machine learning. So make the most of it rather than cribbing about not having, say, specific ML related work. It's good to talk to them, understand what business is, understand how you can, say, learn more from the seniors, and then try to, say, inculcate all of that in your workflow going forward. Let me give you a more simpler example. People who are from the medical side, say for example, people who have done MBBS, people who have done MDS, or people who have done MD, these people are qualified doctors, but essentially they don't jump into the operation theater on day one. They are kind of handholded in the initial days by a senior doctor. Think of that situation in data science as well. You are good with online courses, you are good with concepts of data science and machine learning, which is what has brought you to the organization. Now it would be really beneficial if you can, say, learn more from the seniors that are there and try to inculcate that in your overall workflow. So my first and foremost recommendation is learn as much as you can from your seniors in the team and take one step at a time in this amazing field of data science and machine learning. Moving on to the second point, that is accepting the fact that you won't be creating complex machine learning models on a day-to-day basis. On a daily basis, every data scientist spends good amount of time in just cleaning data, crunching numbers, cleaning data, writing SQL queries, and the other different activities which are associated with the role. You will have to imbibe that activity in your overall workflow. There is no reason why you shouldn't like it. In fact, I enjoy the whole data cleaning activity wherein I'm using different libraries such as pandas, playing around with pivot tables and all of that. One of the advantage of doing that is you get more wholesome idea of what the data is. You are well aware of the data types that are involved in the whole database or the data table that you're kind of working with. So the more time you spend with data, the more you understand data better. And there is nothing called as right or wrong in data science. I mean, a lot of people have this notion that data cleaning is not for them. Everything that you do is essentially tied back to an overall objective of creating a solution. So get into this habit of solving problems irrespective of what you have in front of you. And try enjoying the data cleaning process as well. Yes, data cleaning is not the most, say, awesome thing that you should do, but if you have to enjoy the rewards that you see once you create like a very accurate machine learning model, then you will also fall back upon the time that you clean data, and you would be basically proud of all the activities that you've taken in order to execute that task. So my humble request would be imbibe the data cleaning and the other activities which are associated with the whole data science spectrum. Nothing's good or bad. No work is good or bad. As long as you're kind of adding value to the overall solution, then you should pick it up and keep rolling around with it. The third point I would like to mention is understanding the business needs. Every company is different. Every company is still trying to figure out a way of how to imbibe data science and machine learning. So you'll have to understand what the company is requiring at that point of time. Yes, you would be really good in creating machine learning models. You would have really good understanding of neural networks and the latest, say, NLP technologies that are floating around at that point of time. Ideally, the company wouldn't want that kind of a solution at this point of time. Maybe they're not even ready in terms of, say, creating a proper data pipeline as such at that point of time. It is here that you'll have to understand what the business actually requires. You'll have to understand that being relevant in the business, being relevant in the organization is very important. And I'm pretty sure the fancy work would be there sometime around, but you just cannot think of the fancy ML work every day and every time. You'll have to understand what the business actually requires. If the business requires you to create SQL queries on a daily basis, it's okay to do that. There is no harm in doing something that can add value to business. There is no harm in, say, talking to the stakeholders and understanding what their requirements are. So as long as you're up for, say, picking up tasks which are related to data, I think you're kind of going in the right direction in the whole field of data science and machine learning. The fourth and most important point that I can recommend to all you guys who've just started your career in data science and machine learning is to be patient. Things will keep happening. You will get opportunities to create your awesome predictive models as well, be it a classifier or be it a regression model. You will get an opportunity to work on fancy, say, computer vision stuff as well if there is a scope for that as well. But you cannot, say, jump the gun in the initial days and, say, put across this point that I only want to work on, say, fancy machine learning stuff. Companies would want to work at their pace. They would have a roadmap ready in terms of what they want to execute in the next 3 months and 4 months. So maybe the first 3 or 4 months are, say, basically about data ingestion. That is where having sound knowledge in cloud technologies would also add value to the overall business, and it would be a really good learning curve for you as well. So I would only recommend all of you to be patient if you have just started your career in data science and machine learning. The fancy work is gonna come. Maybe not today, maybe not in this month, maybe not in this, say, quarter as well, but it's still there. Companies are trying to, say, understand the data science and machine learning landscape. They have this opportunity of imbibing them end to end. And it is here, if you've kind of added value so far in the whole spectrum of the company's business, then you would be the first one to, say, experiment with, say, the fancy stuff that you are looking forward in the data science and machine learning organization. So this is a small video that I thought of creating in order to share across what the actual expectations are from organizations who are, say, entering into data science and machine learning, and what the actual hype is about. So yes, knowing the algorithms in and out is really good, but understanding what the business needs, being patient, being relevant, and learning from seniors is something that you can imbibe as you go along in this amazing journey of data science and machine learning. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found this video informative, then it would be really great if you can like the video and also click on the subscribe button to be notified for future videos. Thank you so much for watching the video.